All right. Hello, everybody. Ina is taking a nap, and so it's just me and Abby today. I am going to talk about where I am on my sweater. Hopefully you've made some progress on yours. So if you remember last time, we were putting those stitches on a holder, and I talked about putting it on the dental floss. So my floss is still holding. Now Ina has attempted to remove my dental floss several times. She's very intrigued by the whole sweater process, and she keeps trying to steal my sweater. And of course I find it adorable, so I keep putting the sweater on her and taking pictures. But anyway, so here's how my little sweater is coming along. It doesn't look too bad. I am pretending that it's not 92 degrees today here near St. Louis. I'm really looking forward to some fall weather so that I can wear my sweater. If you have been following along with the videos, you know that my gauge was a little bit different than what was called for in the pattern because I chose to use a worsted weight yarn, the Studio Donegal Soft, and my gauge was about a half a stitch different. So I chose to make the 36-inch sweater knowing that I would end up with a 38-inch sized sweater. It's really not that difficult to use gauge to your advantage so that you can make the sweater that you want in the yarn that you want. If you have questions about that, you can email Tina or I. My email is kelly@blacksheep@orenco.com. That's the old name for the shop. Hers is Tina@that black sheep at Orenco. That's ORENCO.com. You can also contact us through the YouTube channel or the Facebook page. We're happy to answer any questions that you have. I'm really pleased with the progress that I have on my sweater so far. I'm about 8 inches into my body. I have 2 more inches to go before I go ahead and establish my ribbing pattern, which is just a knit 2 purl 2, but I want to make sure that I end on a knit 2. So if you have added some stitches or subtracted some stitches from your body, which is a great way to get a little bit of shaping, then you'll want to make sure that no matter what you've done, you can end with a knit 2 on both ends of your ribbing on the right side, the outside of your body, because that sets you up nicely for when we do the shawl collar. So make sure that if you are working on your pattern that you know how many stitches you have, and you make sure that you'll end up with that extra knit 2. It's very important for that ribbing. I always make sure when I'm doing ribbing for a sweater that I have that little bit of knit on both sides right there at the base of my sweater, because that gives it a smooth look when you go to pick up for any of your edgings or your collars. So I have plans for my sweater. I did not take in any stitches. I decided I wanted that more boxy look for my boxwood cardigan. But you, of course, could have taken in some stitches if you wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and do my full-length sleeves like I'd planned, and I will do the shawl collar, but I am not going to put buttonholes in my band. I am going to do a zipper, and I'm going to put a placket in, which will use a little more yarn, but I have every intention of sharing my methods with you so that you too can put a zipper in if you'd like. If you make it to the end of your sweater before I do, just hold out on knitting those buttonholes and I can show you how to put a zipper in. I find it, I wouldn't say necessarily easy, but I don't find it difficult either. I find it slightly harder than easy. And I really, really much prefer having zippers in my cardigans. I like zippers, and I know Ina will really enjoy playing with the zipper on the cardigan. So she's already playing with zippers on anything that she can find. So I definitely want to put a zipper in this cardigan so that I get a lot of use out of it, and she enjoys playing with the zipper. Anyway, hopefully you are knitting along. I am into my 3rd skein of my soft Donegal, and I anticipate using 4 skeins. I may have to dip into a 5th. A little bit of that depends on my placket and my shawl collar, but we'll find out. And if you remember, I also talked about where I join, and I just went ahead and put my yarn next to each other and kept knitting or purling, as the case may be, and I will go ahead and I'll weave those ends in and trim them down so that when I wash my sweater, and I am going to put it in my washer on delicate and let my washer do its thing and spin it dry. It won't felt. I know, I've done this a lot. I have a top loading washer, so I use that a lot for my hand knits. I want to make sure that I don't have long strings though, because if you have long strings then it can pull the stitches out of place, and so I will go ahead and I'll weave these in and then trim them down so that only an inch or two remains when I go to put it through my washer. So anyway, that's my plan for my sweater. Hopefully you are enjoying our sweater along. If you are just joining in, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page. If you have questions, make sure that you are sending me questions because I'm happy to answer them. You can also get me at kelly@kellysslackdesigns.com, and I am happy to answer questions and help you out with this project. I'm really excited to have a sweater that I can kind of wear, and I think I'm going to need it at the Ozark Fiber Fling this fall. I anticipate it being cold for the Ozark Fiber Fling on November 1st and 2nd in Steelville, Missouri. And incidentally, it's my birthday, so I hope that if you are in Missouri or near Missouri that you come to the Ozark Fiber Fling, wish me a happy birthday, and pet my sweater because I'm fairly sure I will be wearing it. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Hopefully by the time I come back, I will be all the way through the bottom ribbing on my sweater, and we can start talking about that sleeve construction and the shawl collar construction as well. So I'll see you next time.